club members. This is TK. One of the great things about being an owner of horses is that you get to visit the horses. And we try to make sure we extend that to all of our club members so that they can get access to the horses and the trainers and even the jockeys when appropriate, so that you can feel and be a part of that ownership experience that we try to provide. But there are some guidelines and rules to doing this and best practices. So I'm going to try in this session to lay out a few of those so that you can sort of do this, and we can do this in the most efficient way. The first thing I'll split up visiting the horses into three buckets. One, race day. Two, training time. And three, just generically, when there isn't training, but the horses are at a track or on a farm. So let's start with race day. First of all, understand that on race day, horses are athletes. And honestly, they get hyped. Some of them do, some of them don't, but often they do. They know it's race day. And visiting a horse pre-race or even right after a race, back in a receiving barn or in the stalls, is not necessarily the best time. One, it's very busy for the humans who are working at that point, and two, it may not be the best time to visit. So, although we try to accommodate when we can, visiting a horse on race day when the horse is actually racing is not really a best practice. In some locations, getting into the paddock area where the horse is saddled right before the race and before it enters the track is very easy, and we try to accommodate that. In some other tracks, it's very, very difficult to accomplish. So in some places, there's not a lot of room. In Pimlico, there is absolutely no room for you to come inside of a paddock area. At Delaware Park, it is a beautiful open space, so there's plenty of spots for you to do that, and we work and try to accommodate that. As a rule on race day, if you are visiting a track, make sure I know. If you let me know, I will get you in touch with the trainers or our ambassadors at the track so that they can help you with the experience. So that's one. Next bucket to talk about is visiting during training hours. Now, for those who are not early morning birds, visiting during training hours isn't going to work for you because most horses, almost all horses in North America, train early in the morning. And when I mean early, when I go to training sessions, I try to get there by 5:30 a.m. So if you're not an early morning person, then that's going to be a problem for you. The second thing as far as going to training sessions is, once again, it is situational and by the track. In all cases, though, there is security to get to those areas. And you're going to need help to get to those areas. So once again, I can usually accommodate, and we can usually make it work. So please just text me, and I will make that happen and do the best I can there. The last bucket is, hey, I'm going to be in an area, and I'd love to stop by Delaware Park where we have horses. Or I'm going to be in Pimlico in Baltimore, and is there a chance for me to go? Also, definitely we can accommodate this in almost all cases. Once again, there could be extenuating circumstances where I can't make that happen, but in general we can. I just have you get in touch with me, and then I connect you with the trainer in question, and we make that all work. All of those experiences are possible as long as you stay within the guidelines and let me help you sort of guide and figure out best practices on a situational basis. So hopefully that helps some of those inquiries that you might have and the best ways to do that. The last thing I will tell you is that if you are at a racetrack and our horse is running, even if you are not one of the owners of that horse and you want to be in the winner's circle, every racetrack in the country will let you get into the winner's circle. As long as you're talking to the people there, they'll make sure you can get in. Always, if we're winning, get in the winner circle. Get yourself a picture taken. So anyway, I hope this helps and gets you to a place that allows us to be successful with this. Thanks.